Hello everybody, this is Clark Knives here, and I'm gonna today's video is gonna be a little different. I'm gonna kind of veer off from the whole slip joint side of things. I've got a whole bunch of fixed blades that I'm gonna show y'all tonight. Before we get into it though, I've got a couple things that I wanna say. GR Knives on YouTube. He is doing a 500 subscriber giveaway, so go ahead and go look at his channel, give him a subscribe, and then I don't really remember how the whole giveaway deal is going to work, but I know that he said that once he gets to 500 subscribers, he's going to be doing a giveaway on a knife. So definitely go check out his channel. He's got a lot of really cool videos, and yeah, so go check him out. And also, one more thing, I wanted to say thank you to everybody that has been commenting and supporting me and reposting and like shouting me out and stuff. I appreciate every single one of y'all's help a lot. Alright, so let's get into it. I don't have many fixed blades, but the ones I do have, I use quite a bit. This is a knife. It's a fixed blade. I guess you could kind of call this like a bushcraft knife. My buddy Isaac got me this for my birthday. I think a year or two ago. He just seen it at Walmart, thought it'd be a pretty good birthday gift because he knew I like knives. So, and he also got him one too because they had, I think it came in a bundle of two. So he gave me one, and he got the other one. It's been a great knife. You know, it's just one of those ones that you can shove in the dirt if you need to. You can stab into a piece of wood, or, you know, just do anything with. And I don't know, I think this is just a half tang knife because you can feel it. You can feel the blade wobbling a little bit. This knife's got a pretty good amount of use in it, but I mean, it's got a pretty thick blade, so you don't really have to worry about snapping your blade in half. I mean, the only thing you really got to worry about is the tip. It's pretty thin. Yeah, that's that knife. Here's one of my favorites. This is a Victorinox. Crap, I can't remember what they call this knife. Anyways, this is my camping knife. I use this for camping a lot. This is a full tang knife, and this is probably one of the most comfiest knives you'll ever use. I like this knife a lot. Mainly, you know, the main reason is because it doesn't have a very pointy tip. So if you have to stab it into a tree or a piece of wood, if you just want to get it out of the way for a second, don't want to holster it, you don't have to worry about, you know, bending the tip and breaking it. And another thing, it's pretty thick, so it's not bending. I've used this knife a lot. And if you wanted to, you could use a ferro rod because it's got a really sharp spine to, you know, strike a flint. This knife was probably the sharpest knife I have gotten out of factory. It was just absolutely crazy. Here, I'll tell you what. 14C28N, that's the model number, I do believe, and then it's in 59 HRC steel. I don't have any idea what that is, but I know that it's what they use in most of their knives, and it is a stainless steel. But if you're into fixed blades and camp knives, definitely check this one out. I think I got it for around 65 to 70 bucks at my knife store. And I'm pretty sure this right here is actually it's a tool. I know it's a tool. It may be for the smaller Victorinox, like multi-tools. I don't really know. I learned about it and then I forgot because my memory's horrible. But yes, this is one of my favorites. I use this one a lot. The case or the sheath that it comes with, case, whatever you want to call it, it is kind of junky. It rattles, and you can switch it anyway, but I mean, it serves a good purpose. And I like to do this whenever I put it on my belt, whenever I'm camping. I like to do that just so it doesn't, like, you know, fall over. I'll demonstrate real quick, just so it doesn't fall over, you know. Here's my Case Mini Hunter. Y'all all have seen this in a previous video. Don't really use this knife much. It's a good knife. The only thing that I don't really like is how small the blade is. I would like to start using it again, just because I do like this knife quite a bit. It feels good in the hand, and it would be like a good, it'd be a pretty good steak knife probably. And it actually stays in my drawer of knives in the kitchen for whenever I, you know, cut steaks. And this is actually a cutting board. I mean, you can probably see all the cut marks. Here's a couple up here. This is a cutting board. My countertops don't really have the best lighting on them because they're all white. But yeah, I don't really like carrying this one on me because of the sheath. I think it's a little ugly. But yeah, that's that knife. This is my Circle SH fixed blade. It is in Damascus steel. I don't really know if there's such thing as real or fake Damascus, and I don't really know about the handle because this is all clear, and this is, I mean, you can feel what feels like each individual layer. I do know that this blade is a little flimsy. Like, I stuck it into a piece of wood, and the tip, you could do this and it would bend. I mean, it just super easy. But overall, it was a decently cheap knife, so I'm not complaining too much. I've used this to skin a deer and a whole bunch of other things. So that's that knife. And here was my take on my own knife. I made one of my own knives. The handles took me quite a long time because I hand carved them with a knife, which was a real big pain in my butt. I'm still looking for some rivets to get in there, but I got some bolts to hold it on there for now. And I tried making a Wharncliffe blade. It'd be a great steak knife, or, you know, and it's a pretty comfortable knife. If you want to know how I made this, I took an old saw blade and just used a, what's that called? Oxyacetylene torch to cut it out, and then I shaped it up with just a bench grinder. It's got a good patina, because this is carbon steel. Most of your saw blades are made out of carbon steel. But it's got a decent patina on it. I've used, I mean, this one really does sit in my kitchen drawer because I use this to cut up food whenever I'm cooking. So it does have a little bit of leftover food. I don't really wash this knife in the sink or anything like that. I usually just wash the blade and then wipe it off because I don't want the handles to dry out and split. But anyways, that's my fixed blade knives. That's all of my fixed blade knives. I would like to get more. Richter Knives just got a Kyle Noseworthy Bake Apple, and I've been looking at one of those for quite some time, and I would really like to get one, but they are very expensive. That's all the knives I have for you. I'm gonna show you, or I'm gonna share a Bible verse with you. But before I do that, I do believe I'm getting sick. So depending on how I feel tomorrow, I may or may not make a video, and then I usually don't upload on the weekends, so I may be out for a couple of days. But I will definitely let y'all know. One more thing, what, Gunslinger Kyle maybe? He's a new YouTuber. Gunslinger Carl. Richter Knives posted him on his YouTube channel, shared his YouTube. I'll share one of his YouTube videos as well. But he just started as well, if I'm not mistaken, and I watched a couple of his videos, and they are really good. So go check him out, and let's get into this Bible verse. Okay, so we're going to be reading out of Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. It says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." Okay, so basically, if you have a lot of stuff on your shoulders and you're very tired, you know, sometimes I guess you could say I kind of work myself to death and don't give myself enough rest. And then, stressing throughout your daily life, it's just, sometimes stress can be unbearable. So basically, if you've got a lot on your chest, or you've got a lot of stuff on your shoulders, man, you're really having a rough time, it's saying to go to God, and ask him to relieve you from all this stuff, and he will give you rest, and he will relieve you of this stress. And this is actually my favorite Bible verse, because one day I read this Bible verse, and I think I was having a pretty rough time, a pretty rough week, and I just randomly came across that Bible verse. That's what I do a lot. I just flip the Bible open and start reading it. But I read that Bible verse, and then I prayed and asked, for him to help me and give me some rest, because I was really exhausted and tired, and I just needed that, weight taken off my shoulders. Well, it was Wednesday, and I went to church on Wednesday. And the crazy part is that was the Bible verse that was brought up in Wednesday church. And that was the whole subject. So we didn't do what we normally did at church. We just sat around, talked to each other, and just had a great time in general, and just relaxed, So that's whenever that became my favorite Bible verse, because, Jesus truly does help us with all of our needs and our wants and our struggles. So just call upon to him, and he will give you rest. I appreciate everybody watching. Like I said, I really appreciate all the support that everybody's been giving me. Sorry that yesterday's video was so late. I passed out on the couch and it did not upload fully. So when I woke up the next morning, which was this morning, it had not uploaded. So I apologize for that, but I guess you're getting 2 videos in one day. Like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to turn post notifications on, if you will. That'll let you know whenever I upload a video. I appreciate y'all. See ya.